I think a great city has great community. I think a great city has a great sense of style, and it's not trying to be somebody else's city or somebody else's sense of style, but being proud of what we are and who we are.
Edmonton has always been kind of a one-off city to me. They embrace strangers, and it's a very giving community.
Edmonton's got the reputation. I think one of Edmonton's trademarks is we're the festival city.
Edmonton has a spirit of community that is really quite rare, and people that have moved here from other places tell us that all the time.
Things didn't begin to take off until 1891 when the railway arrived in Strathcona. By 1903 until about 1912, virtually the whole city of Edmonton was built. We're sitting at one of the two nodes of real development of urban Edmonton. The first houses built outside the fort were actually built just outside the front door of the Chateau Lacombe.
We're located in Edmonton at the corner of 101st Street and Bellamy Hill Road. We're a block off of downtown.
We have a tremendous history. The Chateau Lacombe was built in 1967, and again, we were built on top of a coal mine. Before that, Edmonton, we were producing energy.
People have said that because Edmonton was established years ago as a trading route, going back to Fort Edmonton, that we've become very accustomed to working with one another and depending on one another and building things together.
We've got a fairly large project out in the Duke right now that we're building. We've got another couple of pieces of land earmarked for future projects, which we'll be getting into in about a year or two's time. And then, of course, the development here at the Chateau Lacombe.
The project that we have under development is approximately 800 units over on Ellerslie Road. And again, a lot of sustainable initiatives are being taken, everything from geothermal to cogeneration.
All these projects are geared toward green in design for the sake of saving the environment.
Anything from green roofs to a recycling program to smart cars for the residents. These are a lot of things that other developers, you will start to see a trend towards them saying, you know, it's no longer just about let's build 1,000 square feet and mark it up and sell it at a certain price. You're going to see a longer term thinking.
Certainly it's a desire for people to be closer to the core, and so that's prompting more development in the area, both commercially and residentially, and the services around that.
The city itself has embraced the idea of densification and transit-oriented development, bringing people into the center and the core, making use of rapid transit. And I think that's something to be valued and to be pursued.
Being part of the Chateau Lacombe, which, I mean, it's a historic, it's an iconic hotel in downtown Edmonton. We think the hotel is a fabulous asset to have. It's got the culture, it's got the history, it's got the name recognition, you know, whatever the flag might be on it. Everybody knows the Chateau Lacombe.
The one that is we're going to propose is the tower next to this hotel. It'll be a high-rise condominium project. It is a prime piece of property, and we can provide a product that will enhance the skyline and landscape of the city, overlooking the river valley.
The Edmonton Design Committee is going through a downtown revitalization project there. They've got some huge plans for that whole area.
The amount of new projects that are slated moving people into the downtown core is going to really revitalize the downtown.
We will consult with the city planning department and the various departments and how to make this one of the beautiful projects and make it a success.
One of the elements of the Capital City downtown plan includes for our downtown core to be a much more walkable city and to be much more pedestrian friendly, but also more bicycle friendly.
I'd like to see, again, that urban sprawl stop because Edmonton's become very spread out. So I'd like to see Edmonton get back into that community mode where you have these little cities or villages within a village, cities within a city, and have their own self-sufficiencies, their own transit systems that can interconnect them with other parts of the city, their own retail centers where people can basically go and shop, and it's only within, you know, a kilometer or two away. Ride your bike there, walk there, take a trail there.
You need high-rise buildings because it works more efficiently, saves a lot on infrastructure. It's put people concentrated in one place, creates social activities which provides more security for people. We are not engineered to live by ourselves. So high-rise building, if it's reasonable, especially with direction, the planning department of the city of Edmonton, is very healthy for the downtown area.
I think societies are going to be moving back to the cores, back to the downtown centers. And I think if we deliver a great product that they can be happy to live in, and it's got the amenities they need and the view that they love, then it's going to be a success.
We're expecting that by 2020, the residential population of downtown Edmonton will have doubled, and we also expect that by 2020 there will be 50,000 post-secondary students in downtown.
Other cities have these entertainment districts where the people converge, they live, they commute, all within very short distances of the core. And they live there, they eat there, they play there. And I'd like to see the Chateau Lacombe participate in that. We have a wonderful benefit of having an excellent location with Chateau Lacombe itself. It was built on a coal mine. And how much better for us to say, well, you know, on top of this coal mine, we're going to use some sustainable initiatives. Let's perhaps entertain LEED certification. But definitely let's again stop the urban sprawl and see if we can get a few hundred people into that core.
Intention is to provide a quality project for the community. It's not just a building. He's looking into integrated project will stand there for the future.
We will tie this project to complement the Chateau Lacombe. In fact, there are many ideas, and they're all on the drawing board right now. The whole thing will be complementary to the Chateau Lacombe, and so they will enhance the value of the hotel too, and it will bring up the aura of the Chateau Lacombe, which is the icon of the city.
We're looking into technologies like geothermal for heating. We're looking into solar. We're looking into basically having LEED certification. Of course, it's all impacted by costs and the ability and the technology that's available out there, but we certainly want to incorporate as much of that as we can.
All of these systems work hand in hand. It's interlocked. All of them, they have to work together to achieve the best solution for energy saving.
One of the differences between this project and the ones we've done in the past is it's really a shared vision. It's a shared vision for Edmonton, and it's a shared vision for the other developers downtown.
We have an existing building, which is the hotel. We are adding to the site a residential aspect. The two buildings are separate buildings, but they feed from each other. It could provide the service required to promote the lifestyle we are looking for the residential aspects. So they are two separate buildings, but connected in the activities, utilizing both buildings to work as one complex.
We want it to be something that when people are driving towards the downtown core and they're coming up Gateway Boulevard and they can see the skyline, we want them to notice the building. We want them to see that building and appreciate what that building adds to the skyline. But at the same time, when they are downtown, we don't want it to stick out like a weed. We want it to be something that fits with the landscape, fits with the architecture, fits with the vision that the city has.
In Alberta, there are approved planned developments totaling $160 billion, and of that, $135 billion are for Edmonton and Northern Alberta.
These are actual hard facts that are happening. Appraisals are being done, studies are being completed, and you're seeing a lot of hustle and bustle between architectural firms and engineering firms right now who are saying, oh, we've just been retained by this developer to, and these retentions are quite costly, right? Who are saying, this developer's going forward with this, and Chateau Lacombe Group is doing this. So there's a lot of excitement in the downtown core.
If all the developers work together with the same philosophy and idea in revitalizing the city of Edmonton, it will be fantastic, and Edmonton will be on the map of the world.
We're a developer that has had nothing but success, but of course with every failure you learn more and more and more. But this is one of those investments, again, from the ground floor up, literally, the sky is the limit on it. We've got an excellent location, and one of the first things I ever learned when I got involved in the real estate game was 3 rules: location, location, location. And the Chateau Lacombe has all of these.